Hello? Well, shall I go up there? Is the audio going to be a nightmare? You join me? Yeah, let's go up here. Maybe this is a really clear audio, but I reckon the further back I go. I was trying to make it a bit easier on my feet. You know what, let's pull that down a little bit so it's not as much. In fact, you know what, fuck it. There's not many ways you can do this without it being very obvious that I'm holding a GoPro. Here we go. Let's get away a little bit. Yeah, you join us. We're not in Macclesfield anymore, as they say. We're on Baril Beach in Tavira, Portugal. I'm currently staying with my mother at my mother's house with the family, and we're having a great time. And again, I've just been desperate to get out and just do one of these and just talk to you. I can't stop reading this book about YouTube. And again, how to make it work, being authentic, being yourself. And that's what it's all about, just coming out here, being authentic and just chatting away to you, telling you how I'm feeling, telling you what's going on. Again, not really bothered about these first ones, although I feel like I'm putting a lot of myself into it. Because you got to do loads and loads and loads of these, and then give your audience sort of what they want. So if I feel like I'm repeating the same stuff all the time in these, but if I'm talking about mental health, Jesus Christ, then maybe that, you know, and they get lots of views and lots of engagement, then focus it around that, because that's obviously what people want to hear. And if it helps people, everything is about helping people. That's the whole thing here. This has been amazing for me to come out and have these little therapy sessions where you're pretty much getting the real me. Again, I don't want to say too many things about people who are currently alive or things that might incriminate myself. But I'd like to think I'm being pretty authentic when I'm out here talking to you. Yeah, do you want to keep looking at me, or should we look at some beautiful beach? There we go. So, yeah, I'm trying to be my authentic self, but not saying anything too stupid, or, you know, I don't want anyone to see this and be embarrassed or upset or anything else like that. But yeah, and going back to that, not, you know, when let's just say mental health for argument's sake, or if it's me talking about cooking, or if it's me talking about progressing on YouTube, or if it's me talking about going self-employed, whatever it might be. If you like it, if more and more people like it, we'll focus on that, because ultimately I want to help people. And I think I get from this book that I'm reading that I don't have to start talking about things I'm not interested in just to get an audience. That would be the worst thing in the world, because it's fake, totally fake. Because if I'm not interested in it, well, I think you'll be able to smell it on me that I'm full of shit, basically. And I don't want that. But if there's a way that you guys watching this feel like you got a friend in me, and someone who's going through it, I'm not perfect. Oh my God, I'm not happy. Well, I'm not happy. That's a ridiculous thing to say. I'm very happy. Got a fantastic family, great dog, great car, and I know where I'm going, but I'm on the journey right now. And maybe that journey never ends. You know what I mean? The journey is the great joy. I think I did definitely say this in a previous blog. I think it was Dan Bilzerian was saying that he's got every car there is. He's got a Michelin star chef. He's got a private jet. He's got homes all over the world. So where's his joy? But then I watched a YouTuber the other day. He's called Small Brained American. I'm definitely repeating myself here. Called Small Brained American, and he's just got enough subscribers now. He's making enough money, and he got to fly business class. It was a long haul flight. I think he was going to China or something, and he got to fly business class, and he's there. You've never seen someone appreciate a business class seat more. I should put a link in the video. I keep saying I'll do this, put links in the video description, in the thingy, but this guy could not have appreciated his trip in business class anymore. It's absolutely buzzing, and it was a joy to see. Whereas you stick Dan Bilzerian in that seat, you'd be like, this is a bit small, this is not happy, he's not happy about it. So yeah, I'm on my journey to ultimate happiness, and maybe being on a journey is what's giving me ultimate happiness. And if you can feel better for watching these videos, then that's really why I'm doing it. And then let's get a bit of bunts at the end of it. Oh, but come on, really. It's one of them where, let's say money was no object. I'm now a multi-millionaire. I still do these. I'll do these regularly because I feel lighter, in my stomach. I've just been way back over there. Oh, imagine if I turn around, I've gone, I don't recognise where I was. I was just way back over there, playing with the kids in the sea, eating chips and paninis by the water. Beautiful wife. And part of me was like, okay, I want to get out now. I want to come for one of my little therapy sessions and talk. And so here I am. Yeah, I'll give you this again. Also, I mean, talk about metaphors or whatever else, but I love swimming in the sea. Now, yeah, it's a little bit cold around my, you know, you go in up to your feet and then suddenly it takes 10 seconds and your feet are fully acclimatized. And I know for a fact that when I do go in, I absolutely love it. Did the same thing at the pool at my mum's house. It was freezing, but you go in it, 10 seconds later, everything's amazing. And it's the same as when I get up in the morning. Like, I struggle to get myself out of bed. I want the comfort of just staying in bed. But you get up, you have that cup of coffee, you're awake, and all of a sudden, oh, glad I did that. And a massive psychological thing I've got to get over is just doing it, just tearing off the plaster and just doing it. And I do things like, I'll force myself into it, because if I was on my own yesterday, I would never have got in that pool. But I was with my little boy and I said, right, give me a 10-second countdown, I'll go in. So he starts counting down 10 seconds, and of course, gets to 0, in I go. 2 seconds later, I couldn't be happier. And I think that's the thing about life, isn't it? It's like where I'm in my life, just doing it. Just getting out there, doing these vlogs, turning the camera on, not being embarrassed. You know, I think these things that are holding me back, and again, I've talked a bit about the universe guiding us and all this sort of stuff, which is my wife's field of expertise way more than mine. But I've lost my phone twice in the last couple of weeks. I lose absolutely everything, unfortunately. So I don't really think it's the universe making me lose my phone, because like I say, I lose absolutely everything. But what am I using my phone for? And I find myself, I tried to come off Reddit, which is really unbelievable, but like some of the things you see on there, but I'm going on Reddit to watch the downfall of this fucking podcaster, this UFC fighter. He's just the fucking biggest idiot in the world, and I go on there just to see what stupid things he's done that day. I'm like, why am I doing that? And I say, right, one more scroll, doom scrolling, death scrolling. I hate doing it. Of course, Spotify's on there, and the phone's got a guitar tuner and Google Maps and Wikipedia and all this incredible stuff, but I don't know, I wasn't using it for that. I was using it wrong, so I'm thinking of just binning off a mobile, absolutely, forgetting a mobile phone. Obviously, I've got one for work, but hopefully soon I'll be doing this full time and I won't need a phone, so anyone needs me, I don't know, I might get a landline. Younger viewers, if I've got any younger viewers, as the joke is I haven't got any viewers at the minute, but let's say younger viewers won't know what a landline is. Just a phone at the house with an answer machine on it. And if anyone needs me, just ring that phone, leave a message, and I'll get back to you. I think my dad still thinks everything is landlines. If I can't get to my phone, or if I'm doing something, I'll have 5 or 6 missed calls from my dad. I'm like, Dad, I see that you've rung. I'll ring you back. You don't have to try and catch me on a mobile. Like, I'll always call you back. And so I'm thinking that would be so liberating to not feel connected. And also, well, this divided world that we're living in right now, everyone divided. Well, What's divided here? What's divided where I am right now? Nothing. You only realise it's divided when you pick up your phone or you watch the news. I'm not stupid, I don't want to put my head in the sand for world events, but I think just the basic stuff I could absolutely do without. I feel it's getting to me. And like last night I couldn't sleep, or to drift off to sleep, I'm putting podcasts in my ear and I'm listening to Joey Barton, who again, quite like the way he talks, but the way a guy ranting about his side, quite negative stuff going against the other side, and their side is negative stuff. And this world that feels so divided right now, if I just kind of step out of that, excuse me, fucking hell, that's, as I'm getting over this cold, I am doing them little footballer snoz goz things all the time. Yeah, if I can get out of that a little bit, I think I could only benefit from it. Because, yeah, as I'm trying to watch vloggers, let's get into this as well. Just a quickie, and I promise, here we go. I promise, how about this, I'll make a deal right now. This is the last time I mention Charlie Veitch on this channel. And I'm looking at Charlie Veitch now more as a successful YouTuber than any of the actual shit that he comes out with, or the stuff he does. So I'm thinking more that I want to go and I'd love to see, because when you've got YouTube, you have normal YouTube, and you have this thing, YouTube Studio, and it shows you what your video content, like who's viewing it. I mean everything, full analytics on your YouTube. And I think if I ever did see Charlie Veitch in Manchester, obviously I'm not going to interrupt him if he's filming, but I'd love to just say hello and ask him just about his YouTube and how he does his analytics and all the rest of it. So, but the point is, I'm not going to mention him again. But you know, I've told you about his security guard, a fucking bully, goes around hitting people, pulling people's hair. Fred, good-looking Fred, the bodyguard, he's famous in his own right now. Well, his other one, his black one, Tate. Oh my God, he's even worse. He's like, I've done it, haven't I? I've said I'm not going to go all this negative shit, and here we go. But like I've mentioned, this is the last time. So yeah, his other bodyguard is this black guy called Tate. And it's all religion, Christ is king, Christ is king. I'm a pastor, I'm actually a pastor, you know. I mean, Christ, if you just want to... Red flags immediately. Someone tells you that they're religious or a pastor or whatever. Instantly you're like, okay, well, I don't trust you, you're dodgy as fuck anyway. And now his mate, he's going around. He's protecting him. And he's got a sling, his arm's in a sling, he's got one arm in a sling, a bodyguard with their arm in a sling. You couldn't cringe harder, could you? Like, what the fuck is a bodyguard gonna do with a sling? And so, yeah, my algorithm's now showing me vloggers and all the rest of it, and these auditors. And we said this in video 1, video 2, whatever, that's not what this is. We're never gonna do this. This is gonna be all positivity, all kind of sort of learning, developing, being interesting, hopefully being a little bit funny if that's time, showing you some lovely places like this. But like a week or so ago, I was like, oh, I want to tell you, the viewer, that, yeah, I saw this other auditor, this other famous auditor, and he's basically got like mad sex offences against him, and he's just a dodgy bastard. So he goes around auditing, and it's like these, you know, these catch a predator guys, these sting operations, where they go online and they do all this. They're all dodgy. They're all weird. They're all dodgy, and it's more like, hey, look, police, look, police. Hey, we're working with you. Don't look at us. Look at these guys we've captured. By the way, obviously the guys they're stopping are fucking scum of the earth, so I have no issue on that side, but they're all doing it to kind of be like, well, look guys, you definitely don't look at me. But they're all just wronging, so many of them. And yeah, there's this other one who's out there, I forget what his name is, no point even saying it, but he had this, one of Charlie Veitch's bodyguards, Tate, doing his private security with a cast, or his arm in a sling. And I mean, come on, think about it, really think about it. What on earth are you going to do with your arm in a sling? Should we literally draw a line in the sand? Let's draw a line in the sand right now. We'll turn back. It's perfect. What a metaphor. What a metaphor. That is the literal and metaphoric line in the sand that we just don't talk about auditors or these YouTubers who go out provoking people to try and get a reaction. We're going to cross that, and there you go. Look, that is the future of us, me, you, the viewers, our little circle. We're going to keep it positive. By the way, let's not shy away from anything that if there's something we need to talk about, we will. But yeah, Charlie Veitch, Fred the Bodyguard, Tate the Preacher, and all those other absolute wrong'uns. Once we cross over this, we talk about, so, hey YouTube, welcome to Ramble On Vlog. Look at that. Do you reckon it's flat? Do you reckon the earth is flat? Tell you what, people who say the earth is flat, they've got to be as bad as that. No, Ricky, come on, start again. We're not going to talk about flat earthers, conspiracy theorists, Joey Barton. We'll carve our own path. Here we go. And we're off. So, we can talk about healing. And people who are healing from their own things. So I'm obviously, you know, I'm still healing from the restaurant. I know I am. And yeah, I think there's so many important, oh hello, as I filming then, I think there's so many things like, again, just doing this really, really helps, and talking to people all the time. And here's another thing as well. I think what I'd like to do with this is, any of you want to talk to me, then if and when I get over 1,000 subscribers. So basically, when you start on YouTube, you can't get a lot of the perks of YouTube, like obviously the biggest one, earning money, or doing live videos, you know, where we can talk to each other and we can interact, and you can have kind of members areas and all this. Can't do that till we've got 1,000 subscribers. So we'll get to 1,000 subscribers, and then I want to really make it interactive with you lot. So you want to talk about anything, you want me to bring anything up, you want me to show anything, do anything, I want to really make this about you. I want this to be a community. Probably told you about my other channel, Chef Rick. So we're nearly at 21,000 subscribers now. And it's all about uploading consistently, all about consistency. And I'm loving it, I'm really loving it. But some of my videos, my old videos, they got no views on them, hardly any. And I can't work out yet how they start getting, you know, a bit bigger. I think this book's going to teach me. But the good thing about this channel, Ramble On, which is a working title, as they say, we'll call it Ramble On. We could change this to anything. But yeah, the thing about this channel is, I sort of want to start as we mean to go on. The thing with my Chef Rick videos, when you can see when people are watching them, they watch it for a little bit, and then they might skip just to the end so they can see what the food looks like, or they watch it in certain bits. It's quite a low percentage watches the whole video. As if you take some travel YouTuber that I like, Trek Trendy, Walk With Me Tim. Walk With Me Tim's funny. Oh my God. We'll talk about Walk With Me Tim in a minute, because I love him. I really love him. But my God, the guy is just, he's got the best life ever and everything. He'll go to a Michelin star restaurant and he'll go, what's this on the menu? Oh, mango with lemon. And he'll eat it and he'll go, it's actually it's actually really nice. It's like, yeah, actually really nice. How about just saying it's really nice? Why actually really nice? Why would anyone assume it was not going to be nice? You know what I mean? Some top hotel. So yeah, where was I going with this? So channels like that, you watch the video start to finish, you watch the whole thing. And that's what I would love. It's called audience engagement. And obviously you can do little clever things like, and at the end, I'm gonna do this, that, the other at the end. But really, I think I would just like, well yeah, audience engagement really. And hopefully I'll see. It'll show you, oh Rick, yeah, as soon as you start talking about X, people turn off. All right, well, let's not talk about X then. Well, let's make it interactive. So yeah, here we are, rambling on. I tell you what, if you want to go for one of them, at the end, I'll do X. Well, here's what I promise you right now. Once I get back down there, so you can see that kind of blue thing, we're a bit further past that. It's obviously getting nice and hot walking down the beach here. What I will do is, as soon as we get back to the end, I'll get straight in that water and I'll film it. You can see me going in the water and I'm doing it for you. And ultimately I'm going to start doing it for myself, but I suppose I'm doing it for myself. Oh, this guy is having a cigar. I do like a cigar. That's obviously what I'm smoking whilst we're on holiday and not drinking. Which again, I talked in yesterday's video. Whew, been a nightmare. Not having a drink, not being around other people when they're pissed. Horrible, horrible. But this guy's having a cigar and it smells fantastic. So I got some dead nice cigars. So I'm having one of them every other night. A few little cafe cremes whilst I'm not called cafe creme anymore, they're called signature, but these little cigaro things. Having a few of them whilst everyone else is getting hammered. I'm still waking up in the mornings with like, not dread. Like I used to wake up with dread when I was drinking, because you'd be like, oh, what did I say? What did I do last night? Oh, hello. But now I'm waking up in the morning with like, it's not beer fear, I don't know what it is. Like sort of knowing I'm not where I want to be. And then not just jumping straight out of bed and going and getting it, taking comfort in just staying there for a minute longer. You know, you get like, I don't know, silly things. You wake up in the morning, you need a wee. Why not just jump up, go to the loo? But you don't, you stay there just a bit longer, don't you? Or I do anyway. But here we are, a nice little walk down the beach, talking to you. I feel the weight lifting off my shoulders just by talking to you, honestly I do. So thank you, even if no one's watching it, it helps me. Do love Portugal very, very, very much. Nice people. Super easy to speak to them all as well. First of all, they all speak English. But the basics in Portuguese are so simple. And all you got to do is say, hello, how are you? Excuse me. Can I have, is this, where is? And after everything, just like, thank you. Obviously your pleases, your thank yous. And then never ever be afraid anywhere pretty much. My God, I've done it to everybody. You suddenly run out of the words and you just say, fala inglês? And they go, yes, of course I do. And you go, oh, well. And then how do I say this? How do I say this? Like I got some matches. So I didn't know what matches were, how to ask for matches. So I say, you do the, you know, striking a match to show him. And then she brings them over and then she tells you what matches are. And matches are, let me see if I can remember. Matches are, it's not to do with sulfur, it's to do with the chemical that goes on the outside of a match. Fuck, it'll come back to me. Oh, what's it? It's not sulphur. Imagine if I've got Portuguese, am I even recording still? Yeah, imagine if I've got Portuguese viewers. Here you go, let's go to the GoPro a bit better. Let's do it like this. Hold on, I'm with you, This is all just a tactic whilst I try and think about what matches are called. They are called, oh there we go, look at that. Way better. Phosphorus. Phosphorus. Like phosphorus. So I knew it was something like that, didn't I? There you go, phosphorus. I'll stop thinking about it and it'll come back to me. But the point is, you can easily get by around here, easily. And it's not like Spain or major touristy places where they don't like tourists. They're very nice to you, very, very, very nice to you around here. Certainly the Portugal I've known, so right now we're on the Algarve. So Spain is over there. And if we come all the way that way, the airport, Faro Airport is all that way, and Albufeira. And we're in a town called Tavira, which is fantastic. And yeah, even around here, I'm sure in Albufeira where, you know, the Brits on tour go a bit mad, they're probably sick of us, but all the places in Portugal I've been, they're very, very, very nice to you. In fact, that's a top tip for anywhere you go in the world, really. Learn a little bit of the language, just a little bit. And people instantly are just open to you a little bit more. If you're that obvious Brit abroad, where's the English menu? You know, where's the full English? I just think they probably just can't stand us. So, yeah, top tip when travelling abroad, always learn the language. You might notice I'm speaking a little slower there because secretly I'm trying to work out what matches are in Portuguese in my head. But it'll come back to me. So we're nearly back. As far as rambling on, this must be the worst rambling I've ever done. But as long as we killed a few things, we got a few things off our chest that we're not going to bring up again. Oh. And I've certainly got myself warm enough to want to get in that sea and prove to you that, yeah, if I was on my own here, do you know what, if I was on my own, I think I'd probably end up geeing myself up and get myself totally psyched up to like get in the water. But if I say I'm doing it for you, if I say anytime, oh, hello, if I say anytime, I'm doing it for you, that means I'm doing it for me as well. I'm doing it for us. And if something's scary, I'm going to start slating people again. There's a guy, I won't say his name, but he was an actor on a famous soap, Manchester Soap. And he does these motivational videos and, you know, you watch him and they just feel fake. He's not being authentic, and it's the fact that he's not being authentic that you can smell it. So yeah, that's my big thing. That yeah, I want to. Where was I going there? Why was I starting suddenly slating someone? Yeah, talking about positivity and feeling better. Real waffly on this one. My wife Amy said an interesting thing before in her book. She was saying that if you've never been through anything in your life, then nobody will believe anything that you say. And see where I'm going with this? You're not authentic, so people will smell that lack of authenticity. Your soul has to have been through something, so you watching this now, I hope you can tell. You know, I've been about a bit, I've had my heart broken, I've loved, I've lost, I've lost a business, I've got married, you know, I've had this amazing, I have been through it. And hopefully you can tell that when I'm talking to you. But, and this is not to insult the guy at all, but you watch Brooklyn Beckham doing cooking lessons or teaching you how to drive a car or showing you this, you feel nothing. You feel absolutely nothing watching him because you know this guy his soul has never been through anything. Saying that, my wife's into all the celebrity culture and apparently he's going through it a little bit now, but the reason why someone like Brooklyn Beckham, yeah, won't be able to connect with an audience who wants anything other than vanity is because his soul has never, ever, ever been through anything. And I think you've got to, if you want to be authentic, you have to have been through something first, or been about a bit, as they say. And I used to work these dues. Used to work like big events for all these celebrities in Manchester back in, well, years and years and years ago when I was in my 20s. And then they'd get a little kid up, like one of the celebrities' kids, to really sing passionately like Old Man River or some deep, deep soulful tune. And you're listening to him, you're like, okay, he's got a great voice. Oh, he can play the piano really well, but there is zero connection with him, because this kid has gone through nothing in his life. He's just painting by numbers, if you know what I mean. So yeah, she said that to me the other day, and I thought, I really like that. It's kind of stuck. Right, utter waffle. But it doesn't matter, it's practice. And if one or two of you viewers stick around for the journey, because I promise you, this is going to be a lifelong journey. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world. Really, 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 really. Can't even imagine what this does and how this makes me feel, just feeling like I've got people to talk to. Yes, I've got people to talk to, I've got a wonderful family, blah, blah, blah. But venting like this, it's fabulous. Thank you so much. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and get my t-shirt off now. We'll get the GoPro set up and I'll get in that sea right now for you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Yes, I.
Okay, so Daddy is going off swimming in the Atlantic Ocean. Why could he even do that? And another warning of salt water, Daddy. You don't want to get